Hey everybody, what's happening? It's Wednesday night, and we're here on the Nashville Restaurant Review Show. And in case you didn't know, in case you haven't seen the post on Facebook or Instagram, there's a huge event going on this Sunday at it's like my home, my favorite spot here in Nashville, Fat Cat Slim's on 8th Avenue, right next door to Frugal McDougal's. And we decided to turn it up a notch this time. Like last time we did an event there, we had tons of food specials and drink specials, and we had all the entertainment throughout the day. But this time we're turning it up a notch, and we are going to have the whole parking lot of Fat Cat Slim's lined up with vendors. We have 20 vendors lined up to be out in the parking lot. So you come, start doing your Christmas shopping early. There's going to be tons of amazing people here from Nashville out there with their products and their brands and their creations, and come out and do a lot of shopping, get a lot of food, and enjoy the entertainment. But my first guest here, who we're going to talk to, she is the woman behind the scenes of her daughter is actually the star of the show, but she's the one that is we'll say guiding the ship, shall we say, for Soraya's World of Bubbles. This is Mom Rondalia Parker. How you doing this evening?
Hello, I'm Randalia Parker, but it's
You,
okay. A lot of people they mispronounce my name, and I'm okay with that.
you
I'm
can
used to it.
you can smack me on Sunday.
Okay, when I see you Sunday, I got you.
So now this is I love to hear these things where your 10-year-old daughter is going into the world of business, and how does this happen? Like I love to hear these little stories.
Well, actually, I started this brand a year ago in December. We actually have a YouTube channel. It's called
Okay.
Shariah's World of Bubbles. And I just created my own brand for her. I just had the idea that, kids don't have a lot of things to do or play with, or they don't look a certain way that they should, like with colorful things and, something that attracts children. So we decided to hand design bubbles, and we hand design bubbles and necklaces. We have bubble bath. We also have binders, like a lot of nice things that kids would like, possibly for like parties, birthday parties, or
Okay.
events. A lot of people they say they could be used as like little party favors for kids, and we just created our own logo. And I was just like, let's name it Shariah's World of Bubbles because kids love bubbles.
Yeah, actually, you were the very first vendor to contact me, and right away I was like, "This is amazing!" Like to see these a young kid like going on with this, and mom being behind her, supporting and encouraging. That's I love to see that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the perfect mother, but I have had some issues in my life as well, with like battles of alcoholism and stuff. But I'm now currently 9 months sober, finna be today, and I
Nice.
actually share that on my Facebook page as well. If you follow my story on my personal page, I mean, it's just a change in the universe, like just getting on the right path and doing the right things, and it's a lot of things going on out there like COVID causing people to just make bad decisions.
Hmm.
And I just want to empower people and families, like you can do things together, with your family. And might have a daughter and a son. My son is like the sidekick. He's in it as well. It's like a boy brand and girl brand.
Okay.
So we sell items like pencil pouches as well that we hand make and design for kids. And it's for boys and girls. And I kind of made it unisex. So everyone is able to come out and see what we got and, just support our brand and me as the mother. So that's all I pretty much have to say. Like, I can't wait to meet you all.
Hey, look, everybody who doesn't love bubbles, first of all.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
everybody does.
they're like, come on, you go back right away to when you were a kid, blowing bubbles, and it's just a relaxing thing.
Yeah, it is. And she enjoys it. She calls herself a kid entrepreneur, pretty much. We did like events for Halley Park, the East Park Community Center, the Magruder Center. So we're kind of getting well known in Nashville area. So a
Nice.
lot of people are interested in her brand and products. We make handbags, tote bags for kids as well.
Oh,
It's
great.
just so much that you guys have to see. Like, I think you guys will love it. And I do my best, and I try to keep her on the right task because, it's hard with a kid because sometimes she gets tired and she doesn't want to pass out, the business cards or push the brand. So actually, I have to push it more for her, but we kind of do it together. So
Absolutely,
it's
absolutely.
like a family thing,
But
pretty much.
that's a beautiful thing. It's I've seen many um, businesses like this end up blowing up, and then it's like wow, like so. Stay tuned because those bubbles could become big bubbles and blow up into the sky.
Yes, and I will be so excited when that day happens. Like our hard work actually paid off.
Absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely.
thank you so much, and I appreciate you, like letting us be a part of it. We was just like we're kind of still new. Like I still don't have everything in line and together because I don't know. This is our first time in the industry of trying to, be a vendor and
Okay.
all the other things. So it's kind of something that I'm learning as well. So but connecting with the right people, and you never know where it could go.
Right, and I'll say this too because I know just from talking with the other vendors, I know a lot of them. They're in the game of this, and they're out there every weekend, or some are doing this multiple times a week. So I'm sure you'll be able to meet some other people that are doing these things, and uh, pick their
Connect.
brains, connect, pick their brains, and get some tips and hints, and yeah, definitely.
Well, I
But
can't wait.
So let's share out your social medias. Tell everybody where we can find Shariah's World of Bubbles online.
Well, that's the thing. We haven't actually created an online site. I have my own personal page. It's Randelia Loving Shariah Parker, where people follow me on my page because I'm the adult. It's kind of hard to create a page for a kid.
Sure, sure.
So I use my page, my personal page, and it's Randelia Loving Shariah Parker. So you can like request me as a friend in that way. And we on our business cards, we have email address, Shariah's World of Bubbles at yahoo.com. And my personal contact number, which is my cell phone number that I do give to people, and it's 615-589-0961. You can call or place orders
Okay.
until I figure out the other new tricks and trades that everyone else is using.
Absolutely. All right. Well, great. Well, thank you so much, and thanks for being part of this, and thanks for coming
And
on
we
here
did
tonight.
Cash App and Venmo.
You got
So,
got to accept them all.
yeah, we accept them all. Thank you.
Thank you, and we'll see you Sunday.
See you.
Take care.
Bye.
All right, everybody. That was our first guest. Now coming up is our second guest, and she's an old professional at this. What's up, Lee? This
Uh,
is the woman behind Mad Joe Roasters.
That's me. Yes, I'm the coffee roaster. So it was just about a year ago the last time that you and I had a chat, isn't it?
How time is flying.
It's true. It's true.
Absolutely. Now, you actually I don't know if you popped on just towards the end of that, and I was saying I know some of these vendors who I've been talking with, and I've known you now for over a year, and I know you're out there doing this grind, literally grind.
Yes,
Like
true.
fun, right? You're out there multiple times a week doing this.
Right. Yeah, no, we just finished up market season. So we did 5 farmers markets this year. So we were at 12 South, Old Hickory, Hip Donaldson, Nolansville, which is still going on, and then Amqui Station in Madison. So we have been, yeah, like you said, just grinding away, just keeping our feet on the ground.
I wouldn't go that far. It sounds like they're always moving, so they're
Yeah.
never on the
No, it's
ground.
true.
Now, what's I'm seeing some new things you guys are starting to tap into.
Yes. So we just launched last week 100% compostable K-cup pods for Keurig. We are really, really, really excited about it. The company that's helping us, that's packing these K-cups for us, are the only company in the United States that produces 100% compostable K-cup pods.
Oh wow.
Yes. So they're really cool. You don't even like other compostable pods. You have to pull them apart and you throw half of it away and you compost the other half. These ones you can just compost the whole thing, which is super cool. And they work specifically with small batch roasteries like mine.
Okay.
So because one of the issues that we would have is, if we wanted to make K cups, we would have to order like 10,000 of them, which
Wow.
I don't have the volume for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're actually working with us 25 pounds of coffee at a time. So
Okay.
when we come see you guys on Sunday to your event, we will have boxes of a dozen for sale, ready
Oh, nice.
for all of you guys. So we're very excited about it.
Then I got to ask, like, from a business standpoint, I mean, that's huge
Mhm.
going into that avenue. And I'm guessing, like, being that you're in the coffee business now, is more people going to the world of K cups than going to the old?
Yeah, so a lot of people use them at home for convenience sake.
Mhm.
Although a lot of people at home really like to make a good cup of coffee, so they may or may not. But the real thing that we have found from our customers is that they work in K cup offices. So
Oh,
when they go
yeah.
to work, they use the K cup machine at work, which is fine. But it creates a lot of waste, which is the reason for the compostable ones. And then
Mhm.
the coffee that we put into our K cups is incredibly fresh. So one of the nice things about the way that our K cups are packed is that they're individually sealed in their own packets.
Oh, wow.
And they're sealed with nitrogen. So they don't go stale. They stay fresh for a year in their packaging.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I mean, like everything about it, it's a win in every single possible way. So, but yeah, so a lot of our pre-orders and current orders are primarily people who say, I need K cups for my office because that is how we make coffee at work.
Right. Yeah, that's the whenever I go into people's businesses or offices, you always see in the corner that there's the cup machine with they have the rack, the big
Right.
rack of all the yeah.
Mhm.
So
Exactly.
yeah, that makes sense. It's interesting. So I'm guessing more people probably use it in offices than at home.
Hmm. Yeah, like I said, real coffee drinkers, they have their various methods that they like to use at home.
Mhm.
You can't really ask me though, because I think I have like 15 different coffee makers at my house.
One
But
in each room.
so yeah, no. Well, I mean, we do it though. Like, I mean, we like coffee in a lot of ways, but also, somebody says, "I want to make coffee in my mocha pot. What coffee would you recommend?" So I have to know the answer to that question.
Mm. So there's people think coffee is just so simple. There's like
No,
a whole science behind it.
no, yeah, it's an entirely different thing, and depending on who you are or where you've grown up or how you've grown up with coffee, everybody makes it a different way and prepares it a certain way and likes it a certain way. It's really a wonderful insight into somebody's personal culture.
What's your personal like? How do you prepare yours?
My very favorite method to brew coffee is with a Chemex coffee maker. So it's like a glass carafe with a pour over on the top.
Okay.
And to me, it makes the cleanest cup of coffee I've ever drank.
Hmm.
I like to have like no bitterness in my coffee, and I want it to be a very smooth, sweet cup of coffee. And the Chemex does that for me.
It's so crazy to me now to even believe I'm going to say this, but like growing up all my life, and coffee was always around me, like
Mhm.
daily. Like my mom drank like 10 cups of coffee a day. My grandparent, like it was just constant, and I always hated it. Like I couldn't stand the taste, but I loved the smell. I
Right.
would sit there and smell the cans, and I'd be
Mhm.
like, "Oh, it smelled so good," and I would try it, and I'm like, I just couldn't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
And now, as I've gotten older, and especially the last few years, more and more, like I couldn't even drink hot coffee until about a couple years ago. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
now I'm drinking hot coffee. I'm drinking cold coffee. I'm drinking, and now I love it. And I can't picture going throughout a day without a cup of coffee at least
Right.
once.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and that's it. One of the best compliments that I can get. So we always take like a carafe of samples with us whenever we go to a market, and but I never bring any accoutrement for my samples. And so one of the best compliments I get is when I hand somebody a cup of black coffee, and the first thing they say is, "Oh, I know your coffee is good because I can drink it black." You know, and
That's the real taste.
yeah,
That's the real taste test.
this is what your coffee actually tastes like, and it's good this way. What do you know?
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, all right. So you're gonna have the K-Cups out there, and what else you're gonna have for us?
Yes.
on Sunday?
So I'll have K-Cups out there. I will have, just bags of coffee too. We'll have the grinder with us. So if you need your coffee ground, we'll be able to grind it to your preference. We are planning on brewing coffee and selling cups of hot coffee as well. It's going to be a good day for that.
Awesome.
And then, and I will be bringing some of our gift baskets too. So we're preparing for holiday season now. So, so we do have coffee gift baskets, and we'll have a handful of those, so that people can see them. If they're looking at, these are excellent presents for like hosts. You're going to a party or something like that. If you know somebody in your life that really likes coffee, that kind of thing. And then I will have we've created our gift guide as well. So I'll have a brochure of the various ways that we can help you throughout this holiday season to help you with your gift giving needs. Coffee makes a great present. So
Absolutely. That's awesome. Well, I'm so happy you're part of this on Sunday. Can't wait to finally meet you in person.
yeah, in person, it's going to be great. We're very excited about it. So it'll be a fun event. It'll be a little different than what we've been doing, and it'll be nice to be out there and meet some people and do something a little different.
Yeah, it's gonna be different for sure. There's something else that I just was notified earlier the club is working on. It's going to be a little different too. So I'm waiting for more details, and I'll let you fill you all in on it.
All right, sounds like a plan.
All right. So thanks for doing this too, and I will talk to you soon and talk to you on Sunday.
Yeah, thanks for chatting with me. And yeah, I'll see you on Sunday.
Absolutely. Take care. Hey, wait. Gotta get the plugs. Majo Roasters. Where's everybody go?
Yeah. So if you want to learn more about us, Facebook and Instagram, just Majo Roasters. We're also www.madjoroasters.com. So that's our website. Mad M-A-D J-O Roasters.
Got it.
All right.
See you Sunday. Yep. Bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody. And the party continues. Up next, we got Beauty and Blitz Jewelry, Paparazzi Jewelry, the one and only Luanda Gates. What's up, Luanda?
Nothing much. What's up with you?
I can go on and tell you.
Right. Thanks for having me on your show.
Hey, thank you, and thank you for being part of our show on Sunday. We're looking
no
forward
worries.
to it.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us, how'd you get involved? First off, tell me. Right now, I don't even care about anybody else, but tell me, what is Paparazzi Jewelry? Because there was like 5 different people that contacted.
I know, right? All right. Paparazzi Jewelry is $5 jewelry. Everything pretty much is $5 plus tax, and it's bling bling. That's what I call it. It's bling bling. All of our jewelry is lead and nickel free, and most, like I said, every piece we have is normally $5 plus tax. It comes with a complimentary pair of earrings. So that's what Paparazzi is. It's inexpensive jewelry that makes women look fabulous, and also men. We also have men jewelry.
I like it. Now, how'd you get started doing this?
I actually got started in it during quarantine, just sitting at home, after we went home from the jobs, sitting at home, I just started ordering jewelry. I kept saying, I'm ordering all this jewelry. I don't even have anywhere to go. So one of the ladies finally said, hey, you ordering so much jewelry, would you like to be a consultant? I was like, okay, well, talk to me about it. So once she talked to me about it and the benefits of, selling the jewelry, and I was like, yeah, I'm on board. I guess I could sitting at home. And, I really wasn't a Facebook person, and I really didn't like to talk to people, hosting or selling things.
I don't believe you one bit.
No, I'm serious.
Because you're on here talking. You're like a salesperson, and you got me hooked.
And so anyway, I said, well, I guess I could give it a try. So when I told my daughter and my granddaughter, my daughter was like, well, who's going to do this? Because you don't even like talking to people. When I tell you, we never even bought Girl Scout cookies. We never took orders. We would just say, how many cases did my granddaughter have to sell? You know, every kid have to sell so many. We would just buy the whole case, buy whatever we need to buy, and then instead, I'm serious. I never liked selling stuff, but I got started online, and I am loving my journey. I have been doing this for a year now, and I am enjoying it.
That's awesome. That is so. Now, have you been doing like other events like this, like other vendor events, or?
Yes, I every Saturday I am at the East Nashville Flea Market. That
Okay.
is on 400 Davison Street. You ever heard of
Okay.
that one?
I have. Yes.
Next door to the Aerosoft and all of that stuff down there, the go karts.
You know what? I've been there. I have.
Yeah,
I was there once.
it's a
Yes.
flea market every Saturday in there on
Yep.
the inside. Every Saturday, now it's from 11 to 4, and I'm there every Saturday. And I also go to other different events and wherever you can get in, because like you just said, paparazzi is hot. There's so many paparazzi independent consultants. Everybody is trying to get wherever we can.
Well, it's like you were actually the second one to contact me, and the first one that contacted me, like they contacted me. I'm like, yeah, okay, and like 3 4 days go by and you don't hear nothing, and you swooped in and boom, you
Yeah,
confirmed everything like
and I
that,
know
and
probably the reason why is because we usually trying to check it out to make sure it's not a scam, because there are a lot of people out here scamming on vendors,
I can imagine.
because I've got taken one, a couple of times when they really didn't have anything, so they probably was just trying to check you guys out, even though I checked you out and looked at the name of the restaurant, and and I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and get in there. So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
that's
But
cool.
I'm I hate it for the other person, but I'm glad I got in. Sound like it's going to be a great event, just a cold event, but it's going to be a great event.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time, and like I said earlier, like I was talking with them earlier, and yeah, I said I think this is gonna be big, and they're like, no, this is gonna be huge. I'm like,
Yeah, it's going to be huge.
okay, okay,
Okay.
so I'm ready. I think I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm not ready for the cold weather, but I'm ready.
So is it gonna be really cold? I mean, you're scaring me now. Okay,
So it's be
that's
cold,
that's all. That's yeah. All right.
but I'm ready.
You lost your volume. Where did you go? Oh, I can't hear you. Something happened on the volume. But all right. Well, let me. Did you? Can you figure the volume out? I want you to get your plugs in. Yeah, volume's not working now. Something got hit. Let me see here. Mm. We have a guest star. Oh, we lost her. All right. Type in a comment. I'll be there in 1 second. Okay. So she'll be there Sunday. Come out, check her out. Paparazzi Jewelry. Oh, here she's back real quick. Let's see. All right, there you go.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. A call came through and I tried to hang it up and
That's what happened.
and I
Yeah,
lost you. I'm so sorry.
that's okay. So, all right. So, where do you have an online shop or anything that we can send everybody to check
I
everything
do.
out?
I am on Instagram. You can go to underscore beauty and blitz and jewelry. I'm also on I don't have a business Facebook page, but you can look me up just by my name, Luanda Gates. I do go live normally at 9 p.m. Like tonight, I am
Oh,
going
nice.
live at 9 p.m. and I'll be showing fabulous jewelry as just like what I have on tonight.
I love it. I
So
love
if
it.
anyone is interested in joining, please by all means join tonight, and I would be love to have you on my live.
That's awesome. That's great. Well, this has been great talking to you. And
Thank you.
I'm telling you again, I still don't believe you don't like to talk to people. I think you're full of it.
Now I'm a talker, but I don't like to sell anything.
You're going live at 9 o'clock every night. You're telling me now. Come on, stop
Well,
it.
hey, I've been doing it for a year now, so I'm okay with it now.
Okay, you're a
I'm okay
professional
with it
now.
now.
All
Well,
right.
I look forward to meeting you on Sunday.
Absolutely. I'll see you then.
All right, have a great night, and
You
thank you
too. Thank
again.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.
All right, here's our next guest. Here she is. She's muted. Let's see. Now she's
Hello, you
unmuted.
guys.
What's up, Marley? Marley is this, as she says right there, she's the CEO of Simple Hippie Heart. And
Yeah,
you have a whole world going on over there.
I literally do. Always.
So, what actually is Simple Hippie Heart?
So Simple Hippie Heart is based off of two things. Half of Simple Hippie Heart is event planning. The other half is actually a CBD business, and that's where Simple Hippie Healers come from. Because I have a whole line of healing products from everything from eczema, arthritis and inflammation, healing for scars, menstrual cramps for some females that have really bad menstrual cramp
Ooh,
pains, and I
okay.
also pain relief salves as well. And then I have my own line of like relaxation teas and candles and all types of stuff made from different types of herbs with all naturally extracted CBD.
Now, how did you get like this? Is such a huge business. I was just talking to a friend of mine earlier about this, like how this has just exploded. Now, how did you get involved in this?
So I got involved in this. I'm originally from Nashville, Tennessee, but I graduated from
You're
Hunter.
a unicorn.
Hmm?
You're a unicorn.
Yes, I am a unicorn. I graduated from Hunter's Lane High School, like top of my class, and then I went to Howard University in DC. And
Okay.
Howard cannabis is fully legal up there, so in DC. So at first, I wanted to be a cardiologist. I wanted to be a heart surgeon. I believe I
Oh
can
wow.
heal people with my hands, and I was like, I'm gonna do it until I met a whole bunch of people that were cardiologists and told me how many times they took the MCAT. And I met a lot of females that actually underwent the surgery, like actually a heart
Okay.
transplant, and they told
Wow.
me a lot of things that kind of went against my own, like I guess my own morals, in life. And so I decided I really wanted to do something else. There has to be another way I can still heal people.
Hmm.
And with me being a college student, we always had cannabis. So I found out about all these different strains of cannabis that can actually help heal people. So I started my own kind of like business, Simple Hippie. I started Simple Hippie Heart. I used to go out to holistic centers and I used to tell people about the different strains that's good for like colon cancers or like you have stomach issues, anxieties. I had one lady that had multiple sclerosis, and I used to make her teas
Mm.
for my strain called Critical Haze. So it was really cool because I got to learn about so many different strains and their healing purposes. And when I moved back down here to be my mother, she told me I could do the same thing with CBD. So I just started off small. She had really bad sciatica because she was in like a car accident. So she had really
Okay.
bad back pain. My sister had extremely bad eczema. And I actually have pictures of that I can show you guys. And it's crazy because when I started this, I already knew about the different types of herbs. So
Hmm.
all I did was I used to go to the High Garden, as you know, in East Nashville before Tornado Gustavo just totally
Yeah.
cleared it out. They thought I worked there. That's how long I used to be in their store because I love just reading about all the herbs that's good for like different skin conditions and like just have this with all the different healing properties. And then I have my own farmer out in like Clarksville, Tennessee. So I used to go to him for just like my CBD strains. It's just good for like fatigue, anxiety, and pain. Just something simple. And what makes my stuff even better is I use herbs that help intensify that. So basically, like this good for pain or insomnia or even like skin paralysis or anything like that. So you can see on a little bit of the picture, it's a little see through. But you see the top part, she had
Oh
really
wow.
bad eczema on her neck.
Yeah.
There's a little glare.
Uh huh.
But this is the bottom in 3 months. This is
Wow.
November to February.
Wow.
And then that's her
That's
back.
amazing.
Did you see right there?
Oh my lord.
So
Wow.
it's really good. I'll also have these examples there on Sunday, so you guys can see that firsthand. I have a lot more examples. Like you probably wouldn't believe me, but I busted my head open a year and a half ago. Crazy story. Don't want to talk about it. I figured
Okay.
out I'm clumsy. I
I
triple
want to know.
bump
I
too
want to know
many.
the story on Sunday.
Yeah, I got the pictures. He'd be like, "Wow, Marley," but the healing solve, it like cleared me up all the way. So
Wow. It's it's funny because I have an autoimmune disease, and when I first found out about it, it's I have like chronic pain and all that, and I was trying to take all this stuff for the pain and nothing worked until somebody said to me CBD, and I
yeah,
was like, okay, and I tried it, and it was like a godsend. It was like
literally,
unbelievable. Yeah.
I love it.
So
Like I actually have I sometimes I vend in Monday Night Jazz, which happens at the local distro on Mondays.
okay.
And actually I forgot his name, but it's a bass. I think he's the bass player, guitar player. He has like a disease that has to do with like his breathing and inside, and actually CBD is the only known thing that actually help like decrease the inflammation in his lungs. And he loves my products. So
Wow.
I'm actually jotting down his story right now to actually put on my website for a testimony. So it's really cool.
Nice. Now, are you like is do you? I guess you do like a lot of these vendor events.
I do a lot of them, and I also host a lot of them. So
Okay.
um, I do cosplay events. I host cosplay events. I
Oh,
give
really?
like vendors, yeah, I give vendors a safe place to come in. It's really cool. I actually did something over TSU Homecoming. The month before that, I hosted an event with Magic Trap. A couple of months back, I did an event at the PSV store. So I do a lot of events, a lot.
That's awesome. Now, is like the goal in the future for you to have like, I mean, you look everywhere to CBD stores. Is that like your goal?
Semi. I want more than just a CBD store. So it's gonna be more of hands-on healing. I have a lot of stuff up my sleeve. So I know I'm gonna have a spot where people can actually go and experience like massages of just my healing salves. They can get that hands-on healing.
Hmm.
Um, I also want to have my own bakery because I feel like having treats and teas and stuff with CBD in it is gonna be great, and it's gonna be like a new twist other than just
Right.
smoking. Because a lot of people think you just have to smoke, or you have to have a
Hmm.
topical, or you have to put oils up under your tongue. No, there's other ways you can still get that same healing effect, and you can probably do it like your everyday lifestyle. So it's really cool.
So I guess you do like the brownies and the cookies and all that stuff.
I do brownies, cookies, cakes, lemon poppy seed muffins, Oreo cakes. Like I do a lot. I was gonna
Well, there
actually do infused food, so pastas,
really.
meatloaves, seafoods. Yes, I did all this in DC. So like, I was a bakery in DC. So my whole thing, I tried to infuse everything without smoking it. So anything from teas to honeys, like I have CBD honey that will be there on Sunday too. So teas to honeys to food, that's what I specialized in. So you wouldn't have to taste it, but you still get that healing effect.
I can't believe there's you've done this with meatloaf and pasta. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I have pictures. I have to show you. Like I did it with queso dip. I infused the queso dip to spinach dip. I had 3 meals, so you could choose a seafood pasta. You had spaghetti, meat or no meat, or you had meatloaf, broccoli, and mashed potatoes. And I infused all that. And then for dessert, you had even infused peach cobbler, or I did a strawberry shortcake. So it was really cool.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued.
Thank you. Yeah, I love what I do. I've been doing this for 3 years, so it's nice to see how I've grown. Like in 3 years, I'm just like, wow, look how I started. And like I'm this big, and I'm gonna get even bigger. So it's cool.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Now, do you have an online store or anything set up or?
Yes, sir. So I do have an online store. It's www.simplehippieheart.com, and it's gonna
Okay.
have all my products and everything on it. I'm actually in the middle of revamping my website right now as we speak. So I'm gonna have a new and improved website, which is gonna be so cool.
Nice.
And I'm ready for like the futures. I'm really happy.
I see big things in the future
Thank you.
with with meatloaf too.
Yeah, we love too. Look, I love it. Anything you need, I love challenges. I do. I do.
That's awesome. And how about social media?
Okay, yes, my social media, you can go to at Simple Hippie Heart, or you can do at Simple Hippie Healers, and that's on Instagram. So I have two Instagrams. And then
Okay.
on Facebook, it's just Simple Hippie Heart LLC. And you will see my logo, logo with the lady. She's meditating on top of a lotus flower, and it's like a
Hmm.
purple galaxy in the back. So
Awesome. Looking forward to this. This is gonna be so much fun Sunday. I can't wait to meet you.
I know. I can't wait to meet you either, babe.
Yeah, we're gonna talk. We're gonna be. Sunday's gonna be a very busy day. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a very busy day. I can't wait to see all the other vendors. I seen Paparazzi up here, so I can't wait to actually see some of her jewelry and stuff. It's gonna be really cool.
It is great. Well, looking forward to Sunday, and thanks for being part of this. And yeah, we'll be talking.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. All right, everybody. The party's continuing. I'm waiting for the next guest to come up. Like I said, this Sunday, from noon to 5 at Fat Cat Slim's, 730 8th Avenue South in Nashville, right next door to Frugal McDougal. Come on by. Like I said, we're going to have 20 vendors lining the parking lot. 1029, The Buzz is going to be there, broadcasting live. They're going to be doing giveaways for whatever stuff they have, including some concert tickets, Thrashers tickets. So come on out. It's going to be a fun time. And here we go. Here's our next vendor, my next guest, the one and only Miss Jane Perry. Jane, how are you?
Hi, I am fabulous. Thank you for having me.
Oh, hey, thank you for doing this, and thank you for being part of Sunday.
You're welcome. I am so excited. Nashville's kind of a new market for us, so I'm really excited.
So it's a new market for you. Where are you from?
I am actually from Missouri, but my 2 grandbabies live here in Nashville, so I am here a lot.
Okay.
So I thought, well, I'm going to come and open the market up over here for Style Dots and help out a little bit. So that's why I'm here.
Oh, so you actually don't even live here. You just happen to be
I think I live here with those grandbabies. So let me just tell you.
Well, that's a good reason to be here.
Yes, the best. Yes. I have to ask you, I was listening to Marley. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to meet you, girl. Amazing. All the different vendors. You got a really classy lineup. But
Yeah.
I have to ask, where are you from?
I'm from right outside of Philadelphia.
I knew it. I'm from Maryland originally. Yes, I knew it.
Yep.
I said he's either from Philly or from Baltimore or somewhere in there. So yeah.
Yep. My family is all from South Philly, the home of Rocky Balboa.
Yep.
And I lived right outside of Philadelphia, right by the airport.
Oh, cool.
And I moved here
We're glad
2
you're
years ago.
here. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I love it here. I never thought I would leave that area, but I made the jump, and it was the best thing I ever did in my life.
Yay. Well, good. Well, thank you for doing this for us.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. I can't, I was scared because we tried to do it on Halloween Day, and it just wasn't working. And then we changed the date because there was so much going on Halloween, and then it just, like, my email just blew up. I'm like, all right, success. Here we go.
Good.
And you were one of them. So tell us, so you have Style Dots Jewelry.
Yes.
So tell us about Style Dots.
Yes. I am actually an independent. We call ourselves boutique partners instead of representatives.
Okay.
And our company started in 2014.
Okay.
And we are the industry leader in patented interchangeable jewelry. So for instance, the necklace I have on, this is another one right here. And all of our jewelry has a little hole in the back, whether it's a bracelet or earrings that I have on. And we have a patent. We actually have 7 patents. So you can't purchase this in stores at all. And we have a little key just like this. And the key goes in the hole and it releases the pins just like that. So then you have a naked setting. Then I can go and put in something else. So literally you can hear it snap.
Oh, wow.
And it's recessed so that it won't pop out, and it's secured by the pins. So you can have one necklace with hundreds or earrings with hundreds of different looks. And it's been such a boon for us this year, especially with all of the people needing to look good from here up. So it's really great. And even my little 3-year-old grandson can change the dots. That's how simple they are. And we have a year warranty on them, coated with a 0.99 deep silver finish. They're a little more high-end type jewelry, but this is one of our couture dots that we call these. And this actually has Swarovski crystals in it. Oh, wow. 200 hand-set crystals are in this. And what I love about Style Dots also is that they try to source new materials from all over the world. Like that particular one I showed you is actually made in Mexico. and
Okay.
they hand set them. And they also have some that are made in Haiti. We've had different dots that snap in from Turks and Caicos with actual sand in it from Turks and Caicos. So they're really always trying. This is one of our shells. It's made with natural shells. So there's lots of different options. We have different sizes. There's 4 different sizes of dots besides the large one. Then we have the smaller one, like for our little earrings, that snap in as well. Let me see. I'm not used to my computer here. Yeah. So that's another size. And then we even have a smaller one and we have squares. So there's something really big for everybody. Different styles. If you want to be fancy, we have a lot of, blingy, blingy stuff. If you're boho and you love, just something very natural, we have that too. So there is something really for everyone.
This seems like it's really a kind of genius idea because you can, like, it sounds like, for whatever the event could be or wherever you're going, you can
Yes.
change it to suit the event.
Yes. And what I love about Stardust is the 2 gals that actually started this, they were in the direct sales business themselves. So they
Okay.
know what it's like. And every single week on our corporate page, Stardust's corporate page, you can look it up. They do a live every single Tuesday
Okay.
at 7:00. So they release something new every week.
Oh, wow.
Every week. So, you can't live with just one dot. You're going to have to get more. So it's really fun. And they do something once a month called our Giving Circle. And we've given over $240,000 to an orphanage in Haiti. And we have another one called I Pour Life. And that's for at-risk youth that get out of the foster program. So they have such a good heart. I just love, love, love this company. And it's offered me personally so much. I've been able to, make extra income. In fact, enough income that I'm actually, my dream has always been to buy a house in Florida to have like as a second home when it gets cold.
Mhm.
And I was able to do that this year. So that has been amazing. And, with this type of company, Bay, I work on my own time schedule. So
That's
if
a
I have to
beautiful
come,
thing.
like I'm here, my daughter had surgery today. So I'm not punching a 9 to 5 clock. So I can come and I can help out with the family, or my mom's 91. So when she has different needs, I can step in and do that. And then again, do lives or whatever
Mhm.
that I need to do to, make my business a success. And our company, they do training. It's all online. We have a university. So if you've never even done any sales before, you don't even need to worry, because it is literally step by step. And you have people that help you all along the way. So I just love that part.
That's
We're
amazing.
helping women. We are really empowering women. And we have some men too, but we really are empowering women and helping them to achieve what they want to get out of life, whether it's, $500 or $5,000 or $50,000, whatever.
Right,
So
right.
I love, love that part of it.
That's awesome. So now with this, do you have like an online website?
Yes. My website is Jane. That's my name, Jane Perry. So it's
Okay.
Jane, JANE.style dots, DOTS, home, HOME.com. So you can go on there and there's an online catalog and you can flip through it and it kind of looks like this. And I have to tell you, Bay, that we shot our catalog this year in Nashville.
Ah, how about that?
Yes.
How about that?
And I cannot not tell you this part that I think is kind of pretty amazing. That this is my daughter, Candace, and she was actually in the
wow.
catalog this year. Yes.
That's
So that was
awesome.
really special. Yeah, they were all over Nashville. So that was kind of a fun thing. We had our national conference this year in Nashville. Yeah.
That's amazing. Look at that. There's a whole Nashville thing going on.
I know. I just love, love, love this town. And the people here are just so authentic. And like the gals that you had on earlier, I was listening and I'm just like, I cannot wait to meet them. They're amazing. They're amazing. Can't wait to meet you and everybody here. So I appreciate the opportunity so very much.
Oh, like I said, thank you for being part of this, and I appreciate you and everybody else
welcome.
that's being part of this. Now, do you do a lot of these type events a lot, or?
Of course, COVID came along, so I
Right.
really had to pivot around and do, some one-on-one type things, or I did a lot of Zooms, and we still do like home parties, but I would do Zoom ones with people instead of I would come into their living rooms, but through, through the computer. But the jewelry is so amazing that to see it in person is just not the same as on the web. So
Right.
but anyway, you'll get to see it in person if you
I
come
will
by
be
my
seeing it.
booth on Sunday. Yeah.
I want to do one of them. I want to try clicking
Yes, come on down. It's so simple.
that's the test. If I can do it,
I
it's
bet you
foolproof.
can do it.
Then it's foolproof.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, great. All right, so we got the website and everything. Do you have any social media or just the website? Or
Yes. Oh my gosh, I have a business Facebook page, and if you just look up
Okay.
Jane Perry, and the company makes us put this long thing, but it's Jane Perry, independent Style Dots boutique partner. But if you just do Jane Perry, it should click up there. But that's my Facebook page as well.
That's awesome. Well, can't wait to meet you Sunday. We're all going to have a ball. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to make a lot of sales.
I'm ready.
There you go. All right, I'll
Thank
see you
you.
Sunday, Jane. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, everybody. We got a couple more guests waiting to come on, and we're going to be talking more about Sunday. So like I said, Sunday is going to be the big day. Fat Cat Slims from noon to 5. We're going to be out there. We're going to be lining the parking lot. And here comes my next guest, the next set of vendors. We have a tag team here. We have a double shot. We have Music to My Ears Jewelry, and we have Game Boy beads. So how you guys doing? Can you hear me?
Oh, now you just muted him. What about the computer sound? I really had it muted.
I guess they can't hear me.
You just muted it.
No, they didn't. We can't hear you. I'm sorry.
I can hear you. Let's see.
Okay. Then the sound. No, you didn't actually click it. Oh, okay.
How about now?
Get the X off of there.
Are we good?
I think we're good.
Oh, good. I apologize.
That's okay.
I thought I had it all good.
You're all good now. So how you guys doing tonight?
We're doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm having a ball, meeting everybody, and I'm even more excited now after meeting and talking to everybody. So you guys are going to continue the streak here. So we have Music to My Ears Jewelry, and we have the Game Boy beads, little tag team family business going on here.
Yep.
So why don't you both take turns and tell us a little bit about what you guys do?
Okay. Me first? Sure. All right. I'm older, so I'm going first.
You're the boss. You get to go first.
I'm the boss. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the boss. Okay. So I invented a process to make jewelry out of recycled CDs. And one of the really cool things about that is like these earrings, they're pretty long and yet they weigh nothing. So they won't be pulling your ears down. They're super lightweight. So both eco-friendly and ear-friendly.
So those are made out of CDs?
Yes. Well,
wow.
So I'm able to, the process is that I cut them and remove the label, and then I paint them to change them and be the color that I would like them to be. So like these, I'm wearing beautiful fall colors like the brilliant, maple leaves.
Mm-hmm.
But I can achieve beautiful blues, any color that I want. And I also do some more subtle neutrals because I know not everybody loves color the way I do, but I make rings. Yeah, I'm not real skilled at the computer aspect, but rings.
I do the same thing, believe me.
Bracelets. And I even make adjustable bracelets. So these are pretty popular for both men and women.
Wow. Okay. Now, how did you get started doing this?
I was really just trying to clean my house one day, and I had a stack of CDs that I knew no one was going to listen to, and it just felt wrong throwing them away. And I thought, well, maybe they're pretty, and so maybe I can do something with them. And I just started to play with the material to see what I could get it to do. And eventually, I mean, I had some spectacular failures, but eventually I got it to make these beautiful gemstones, and then I started to make jewelry from them.
So, are you like always now like on the search for old CDs?
No, I do a lot of shows. So when I do a show, usually I'll run into somebody that says, "Would you take my CDs?" And so they send me CDs. So I really am a recycling center. So if anybody's listening and they want to bring old CDs in, I will recycle them.
That's a good deal. You gotta love that. Now, I'm scared. I was thinking to myself, like, I wonder if there was like a band or somebody that just pissed her off and she was tired of listening to them and she started to destroy the CD.
No, it didn't happen like that. It was just really me not wanting to throw stuff away. I have a confession to make. I still listen to some of the really good CDs. So I'm old school that way. You know, they told us they would last forever, and they
That's
did.
true.
It's just that, you know, now they're lasting forever in jewelry.
Different form. There you go. That's a little sales point for you.
Yeah.
They will last forever.
Yes. So that's my story.
Now, how long have you been
and
doing this for?
I have been making for about 6 years
Oh wow.
and
Okay.
selling for 5. Each piece is one of a kind
Okay.
and very labor intensive. So this is more for the person who's looking for something really unique, more upscale, and just also sees the value in not just tossing things away.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we don't want to be such a consumer driven society that we throw everything away, but we still like our stuff, you know?
Mhm.
And so it's nice to have the option of stuff that's not harming our environment.
Stuff is always good.
Stuff is good, yeah.
Now, do you do a lot of the vendor shows as well, or?
I do, and particularly during this season, I'm busy every weekend now until Christmas.
Nice.
And occasionally when I'm invited, I also do shows down in Florida. There's the artists scene. It's too cold here to be doing outdoor art. So when it gets cold here, we travel, and, you know, like I say, if I get invited, you have to apply and be accepted into shows. And so that's how I try to spend my winters.
You can't beat that. It's a beautiful way to do it.
Yeah.
So it seems like you and your creativeness and business have kind of rubbed off onto your son now.
Yes. This is my son, Steve.
Hello.
What's up, Steve?
Nothing much. I'm having a good day. How about you?
I'm living the dream, my friend. Living the dream. So now, how did you get started? You have what's called Game Boy Beads. Now, tell us what that is.
So I make creations mostly based around video games and like anime, pop culture, stuff like that.
Okay.
Out of beads, and they look a little something like this. This is Yoshi.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Go to the wrong direction. Like mother,
And
like
then
son.
Mario.
Nice.
And I usually put hooks in them and just make them as an ornament so they can hang on like a Christmas tree. Some I put in stands so they can just be on like your wardrobe or something. And I've been doing it for about 5 years and started selling 3 years ago.
Now, what made you decide to go into the business part of it?
I just wanted money.
I
was a young kid with no possibility of
Best
getting a job, and I just wanted money.
Best answer ever. Yeah, I got to tell you, like, I'm originally from Philadelphia. And I used to go to like a lot of comic conventions and stuff there with my daughters, and I would see people selling them, and they would have like look, I can't even get on the screen, like giant ones, huge ones. And then my daughters would go home and then they were trying to do them. And I was just like, there's no way I could have the patience to sit there with them little beads and do it. And then with the iron, like there was no way. So like, how long does it take you to do like one of those pieces?
Well, one of these would probably take around an hour each, and something like this,
That's amazing.
which is a giant Pikachu, takes around 3.5 hours.
Wow.
And
But he has much bigger pieces too.
yes,
I was going to say, what do you think's the biggest piece you've done?
biggest piece. You know what? I can pull it up.
It's right here. It'll just take a second.
Oh, I believe me, I want to see it.
What is it called, Steve?
It's a Charizard.
A Charizard,
Actually,
for those who.
This one's a Venusaur.
Oh, a Venusaur.
Oh, going the wrong way.
Holy cow.
This one took me around, over the course of like 3 days, like I want to say like 17 hours.
So what you're telling us overall after all this, Steve, not only are you talented and you're a young and up and coming businessman, you have a lot of patience.
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's just a gift, and that I can just sit there for hours at a time and put beads onto a pegboard.
That's awesome. Now, do you like have any social media pages for your business, or?
I do. I have a Facebook by the same name, Game Boy Beads,
Okay,
and that's it. I really only have Facebook right now.
hey, that's good enough. That works. Now, how about like with school and all? Are kids in school buy these things off of you, or?
I'm actually homeschooled. This is what gives me all the time to do all this.
There you go. There you go.
So I do have some friends, and you know, but most of them were also like me, broke, because you know that you can't get a job when you're like 13. So I occasionally give them out as like Christmas presents or something, but
That's awesome.
most of my customers are just at shows. I did get a wholesale order recently.
Cool.
For somebody going to Comic-Con, the one in Nashville.
Okay.
Convention.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's a good deal. Hooking them
Yeah.
up. Nice. Well, I can't wait to meet both of you guys on Sunday. We're going to have a lot of fun. And I can't wait to see the display and see what you got going on.
Yeah. I'm excited to see you too.
And I'm going to tell you this right now. You have a new friend because I'm your friend now, Steve.
All right.
All right?
I'd give you a handshake if I could.
I'll shake your hand on Sunday. And then
All
we can compare broke notes together.
Well, I really, really do appreciate you taking the time to do this and for allowing us to both be here. And we look forward to seeing you on Sunday.
Absolutely. Thank you for being part of it. And I'll see you both on Sunday.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, everybody. We're coming up now to our last guest. And here she is, the one and only Sloan, and it's Flow Therapy by Sloan. And for the record, it's an E on the end.
Yes.
How you doing, Sloan? Good to finally meet you.
It's good to see you. You kind of sound like a robot. I'm not sure if my connection is bad or what, but nice to finally see you in person.
Absolutely. And I'm not a robot. I can guarantee you that. So now
Good.
you are one of our artists that are going to be there on Sunday, who,
Yes, sir.
as people can see behind us, doing this amazing work. And kind of blew me away because you just got started with this. So tell everybody how long you've been doing this for.
Yeah, I literally just started doing this in March, April. I got into a really bad car accident in January and shattered my foot, and just kind of didn't know who I was. I had lost my ability to walk or dance or do anything by myself, and was having a real identity crisis because dance was everything for me. So I didn't have that creative outlook anymore. I didn't have that outlet to, pour into anymore. And so my mom, she's always been a very, very talented artist. and she introduced me to acrylics and fluid acrylics and paint pouring. And I started off with some really simple techniques, and in true ADHD nature, hyper focused on it. Yeah, and have just been doing it ever since. I knock out at least one painting a day.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's very therapeutic.
I'm going to say the same thing to you, like I said to Steve previously. You got to have a lot of patience too, because this is I mean, you just, like you said, you started this in March, and to just, you kind of dove into it, and like from the get go, was it just natural that you were able to do this, or was it a tough
No,
process?
I mean, at first I wanted to be in total control.
Okay.
And I wanted it to come out the exact way I planned, and it never happens that way, ever. So it really taught me to let go of control and to just allow it to flow. That's where the name comes from, flow therapy.
Okay.
Because I mean, it really has been therapeutic for me to just let go of that perfectionist in me and to just allow the painting to breathe and do what it does. You know, with anything fluid, when you're working with something that's fluid, it's really not completely up to you.
Mhm.
The paint's going to go where it's going to go, and sometimes chemical reactions just occur that you weren't expecting, and it's always a happy, beautiful accident. So
Now, how about that? Like, just like you said, you don't know where it's going to flow. When you sit down, like you said, each day you do a painting. When you sit down each day, do you have something in your head, or you just let the brush flow?
So actually, I don't use a brush for any of this except for if I want to do like some embellishments. Mostly this is techniques where you take a medium and you mix your paint with a medium. I use Floetrol, and you make it very thin, and you pour the paint on the canvas in a certain way. Depends upon what kind of technique you're doing, and then there's a different varieties that you can use, but you can use tilting the canvas to, make it flow to one side or the other, or you can blow it. So there's a lot of different outcomes that can potentially happen that you may or may not have wanted. That's why it's very much out of your control. I mean, you can plan your composition and hope for it, but there's always going to be something a little bit different than what you had envisioned. So I try to keep that in mind and just allow the beauty to just kind of pop up by itself.
That sounds like it can get messy.
It is extremely messy. Like, I dare not show you my painting area. It is crazy. It is so messy. I'll have paint in my hair. I'll have paint like on my shirt, on my hands, everywhere. I mean, my nails right now, they're covered in paint constantly. Paint in places that you didn't think you would have paint.
So all right. So how long does it take you to do like one painting?
It can take anywhere from 20 minutes to 3 hours. It just depends. Because sometimes I, in true ADHD fashion, get really hyper focused and keep, tweaking this little bit and that little bit and just want it to look, perfect. And then sometimes it just happens really easy. And then sometimes you have to scrape it and redo it because you don't like it.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you're thinking like you're blending all these colors. So when you're layering your colors, if a color doesn't blend and it looks muddy or brown or weird, you gotta scrape it. So it's very expensive. It definitely is expensive. It's a lot of paint going off the canvas, and you're like dying inside because you're losing all this paint. But the results speak for themselves. I mean, it's beautiful.
Now, how about like now being a vendor? How did you start getting into that end of it?
So a lot of people just spoke about how much they like my pieces and have wanted to buy them. And so I just kind of started looking around for different opportunities. I'm kind of a dinosaur when it comes to technology. So I tried Etsy. Nothing ever popped off. I mean, I still have Etsy open, but I've never gotten a sale out of there. Every sale I've gotten has been on social media, on Facebook. So I'm trying to be more business savvy and kind of open up more of a business venture with this, because as much as I paint, I'm running out of space in my house. And so why not sell them, you know?
Right. Now, did you start like instantly with doing a painting a day, or?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I couldn't do anything else. I couldn't walk. I mean, I have a plate and 11 screws in my foot, and I was bedridden for almost 6 months.
Oh, geez.
So I had nothing better to do. And then it kind of became like an addiction. And now it's very much therapy for me. It's the way I decompress. It's the way I kind of deal with emotions that I don't want to deal with, that I don't want to run away from necessarily. You know, if I'm sitting with something that's, you know, hard and that doesn't feel comfortable, I'll start painting, just as a way to kind of decompress and release whatever it is that I'm going through.
That's amazing. It sounds like it's been a
it's been
tremendous help.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, with my anxiety, it's the one thing I can count on. And I mean, I'm back to dancing. Thank God I'm back to dancing. But
Nice.
aside from dance, it's my only real way of like a positive and healthy way of, you know, dealing with the things that we all go through, you know, anxiety, depression, all that stuff. We all experience stuff like that at one point or another in our life.
Absolutely.
So it's my way of dealing.
Well, it's working. Yeah, because you're doing a hell of a job.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, I when you told me you just started in March, I was like flabbergasted. I couldn't believe it. I was completely shocked.
That's so sweet. Thank you so much.
Seriously.
Thank you.
So now, how about online? Where you mentioned Etsy, but how about social media, website, or anything?
I am on Facebook. If you go to Flow Therapy, all together by Sloan, just at Flow Therapy by Sloan, all one word, you'll come up on my page. I'm gonna start probably doing some stuff on TikTok. TikTok's a great platform, especially, you know, it's only got 3 minutes at max for videos. So I'm hoping to start there.
As much as I hate it, it's huge.
I tried to hate TikTok, but it's really great. It just kind of depends on what the algorithm feeds you, because what my algorithm feeds me is based on what I've searched out and liked. And so all of my stuff on TikTok is all like mental health stuff, and it's very positive, and it's kind of been my my saving grace here lately, especially, you know, with COVID and just everything that's going on in the world. It kind of helps you feel less alone and more connected to people that are going through the same stuff you're going through. So TikTok's actually really great.
I'll take your word for it.
But just get on there, and you have to search out the specific things that you actually want to see. Otherwise, it will just feed you the garbage that it does.
Yeah. That's why I deleted it.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, are you on Instagram?
I am on Instagram personally, but I have not put my art on Instagram yet. I'm going to soon. Like I said, I'm a dinosaur. Wow. I haven't really dove into the business aspect of it and the social media side of it. Not yet. I didn't even think I was that good until recently, you know?
Well, you are, and the time is now, and it's time to get on Instagram.
I know, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I will. I'm going to ASAP, probably this weekend. Perfect.
Great. Well, speaking of this weekend, we will be seeing you on Sunday. We're going to be seeing your amazing art, and we'll be meeting you, and we're going to be having a damn good freaking time.
It's going to be awesome. Absolutely.
It is. Thanks for being part of it. Thanks for doing this, and thanks for everything, and look forward to meeting you and seeing your art on Sunday.
All right. Sounds good.
Sounds good. Thanks, Sloan.
Bye.
Take care. All right, there they all go. There's just a small, it's like a quarter of the vendors. We have 20 vendors total this Sunday. So like I said, come on out. Fat Cat Slim's, 730 8th Avenue South, right next door to Frugal McDougal's. We're going to have inside, we have Casey Thomas. We have West Tone Capone, are two of our performers. We have more that are going to be scheduled for later on, but they're the first two up early in the day. We have 1029 The Buzz out in the parking lots, and we broadcasting live doing giveaways. And we have 20 of the coolest, hippest, and funnest and most friendliest vendors out in the parking lot selling you the best stuff ever. So be there, bring your wallet, and be ready for good food, good drinks, and good products. So see everybody Sunday. Stop by and say hello, and I'll talk to you all then. See ya.